won Kora Awards, nominated for mobile nominations in the UK, and I performed on a global stage, the biggest ever stage to be in music, and it's still the biggest. Yeah, 4664. Yeah, the 90th birthday. Yeah, the late Nelson Mandela. Because of music and hard work, I met global icons such as Nelson Mandela, the late, rest in peace, Will Smith, Chris Rock, Amy Winehouse, rest in peace, Lewis Hamilton, and many other big stars. Today, many Ugandan artists focus only on a local scene, which isn't bad, but it's too small given the advantages that are there today. More radio stations, big social media and many platforms, social media-wise, better technology, government support, and many other ideas. That is why I often refer to Joshua Baraka, who is fully trying to exploit those opportunities. I therefore congratulate all artists who made it on the Bebe list in 2025. But as Ugandan artists, we must identify, interrogate, identify our weaknesses and act accordingly. With memory or with the moral authority given to me by my longevity status, I mean no disrespect to anybody, only I call to all stakeholders to raise the bar higher. Happy New Year 2026.
Right. That is the address officially, and now tusigaze dakika si nyingi nnyo, it will dive us straight into the discussion. First things first, you mentioned some of the things evidented the music way Uganda over the entertainment industry to decline, omuli drugs, lame excuses, fake confidence, etc, etc. There is a new shift in the industry. Back in the day, I think you're one of those artists in the Ebala we performing Toyimba Mubala. And yet right now the new shift has been, the bars have been responsible for bringing in international artists. We are slowly by slowly not seeing outdoor events, big outdoor events, as a platform for artists to showcase. There is a decline on that side. Simani Evakuchi, I don't know if it's a new shift that you've observed, but basically what does this mean to the entire creative and entertainment industry if there is a shrinking space for platforms to showcase young talent?
Thank you very much, Ochibuliza. You're asking the right question at the right time. Now, because of the quality of music and quality of artists dropping, it is difficult for big investors to continue investing big. So now, people who used to invest in, to do a big concert in Lugogo, you're bringing about half a billion, 500 million shillings, okay? Then you organize a show and then you're very sure that people will come to watch. But today, if you go to Lugogo and you organize a gig, the songs that you're going to announce Goku Tekoba, you're going to announce Sododo, you're going to announce Soluboka. So when you announce those songs, I am 100% very sure that you will get a loss. Yesterday I didn't joke about the but I told you last time, churches are taking more people now. People are opting to go to church on 31st than for concerts. And I think again, proof was done seen yesterday. If there was good quality music, because tables was booking, so it's difficult to. It should not be difficult for us to say the truth. Quality abayimbi, quality of music is say. Mwenna mudende abachiwakanya abayagala okukidiskasinga mudde yo ku list ennya ze twakola. Compare the songs every year. compare the listing into mwaka guno 2019 seasonal, 2020 seasonal, 2021 to up to now, you will definitely agree with me that the quality has gone berserk. So that has affected the events. It will affect, because now you find that events are happening in bars instead of outdoor auditoriums or stadiums. So, which means that music is meant for bars. So what is going to happen? Also, the artist who was being paid 3 million is now going to be paid 1 million. Then ojja kwesanganga ekyo kifavoringa DJs. Era yesterday nade njogera ne Snakes Stewart. Ne mugamba now the DJs are going to go to 5 million while artists are going to go to 2 million and 1 million. That's where it's heading. But it's all because of the quality of music. Ate wakola quality ya music enungi. Nawe kenyini oba feeling empewo. Okay? I will still refer you to Bebe, to Chameleon, to Joshua Baraka, to Elijah Chitaka. You get it, to Mr. Semakula. You get it? There's a way you feel as an artist that a bar. No. Even the promoters will never take you to a bar. You get it? So, I think that's where the issue is.
Bebe, Oloza, politics are in affecting the industry.
Politics will always affect anything, but it depends. Of course, it affecting it positively, not negatively. On individual artists, that's expected and understandable. But not politics that's affecting the type of songs that we do. The type of songs that we do are as an outcome of the 4 weaknesses it is created there. A PCMB, Zijia, because people are using a lot of drugs, Tebachatia, Bakorebintu, then Nimfananize abayimbi nezifa, Kagamanola byadanga nawo muyimbi omutunuulira. Tosana muwa milioni 4 oba 5. Watch the game. Because yasuza anywedde omwenge, atamidde, afanana bubi. So, all that crap.
So, Bebe, you talked about musicians not having music that can be played for a long time. But if we talk about this music thing, we cannot only blame the artists. They are writers, they are producers, there are different people that are included in the whole song. So if we are to say the artist as an artist has, release the song, and the song doesn't really sound like it is supposed to be sounding, can't we take back the blame to the producers and the writers and the promoters?
You can't take the blame to a producer, you can't take the blame to a writer. The choice is for the artist. When they present for you a song, it's either you say yes, I like it, or not. And I'm not saying don't sing those songs, but sing a few, but go back to we know music. That's why, and I advise you, that's why the likes of Bebe and Chameleon are going to stay for long. When you go back and listen to Jose Chameleon's music, why do you think he's still Jose Chameleon? Because of quality music, because of sense in the music.
That guy gives great way.
And that is what I fear, that all artists, like 70-80% of the new era artists, are going to fail. Because first of all, bonna batunudde maaso tewali atunudde mabega gyava. Naye mabega gyova wali abajja. Kati bagenda kusanga nga ebiyimba byo byavaako dda ate nga nawe olina okuvaawo kubanga music gwe wakola takutte akwata wansi ku mirandira. So bakugjewo mangu. That's why you see, mwe mubeera mubuuza, abayimbi nga bavaako mangu. That's the reason.
Ayogedde ku 4 weaknesses. Mwe mulina okugamba nti banafu abayimbi. Are you saying nti banafu in branding, banafu obwongo tebayiiya, creativity?
Obunafu nkwadde example egamba nti ku myaka egyo gyennyini nga ndi 23 nze nalinya bus nengenda e Kenya nenwana nenoonya studio nenoonya abaakabi nenkola nabo netukola paka we nafuuka Bebe ne Kamili najja ne mubeezaayo ne tudda. That is effort. Naye omuyimbi wano akeera nagenda emakindi mu ka studio nakola oluyimba nagenda mu ndomo nawaayo nalinda. How? Joshua asiba gayiya busente bwe nalinya nagenda ku nnyonyi ogenda okumulaba nga alina producer gwasanze banyigananga navaayo nagenda e Germany nakola kino. Oba okitegeera success tesobola kusanga mbu wakubye kayimba mu studio nebiggwa. No, success comes with a lot of things. Banaye competing, we out-competed ourselves, and even up to now we are tuchakwata kagwa race ekyagenda maaso. So me, when I look at the artists era mbasanga and I wonder nengamba kakati ono mugambe ki. But I keep giving advice and saying there is no success, there is no comfort mu mirimu gye tukola. Oba oli wa banka, oba oli musomesa, bana osigala okyagatta oyiiya okyasindika okitegeera. That's why swangs weta omuyimbi ojja kwesanga omuyimbi akoze eki ng'agudde.
We have just I think 3 or 4 minutes to wrap up. I don't know, time might not allow us to open the floor to the members of the press, but let me just, the last 2 questions. These are purely about government policy. This year we saw government's commitment to the creative sector. Year 2 government gave us 66 billion in the national budget, which was a good thing for the industry. Naye sikiwambu n'abayimbi bafunye sente zino. Gwenga ali so close to the corridor of power. Maybe you can give us an update on where that money is, how can the artists access that money. Secondly, when we were entering the year 2025, the president announced that yali atuwadde ekirabo ekya copyright management system. Guweddeko tetumanyi update. Kati gwe ng'alinaanye omukulu, kindly sokotwe update y'essente ezafulumira mu budget ne copyright law management system.
Kansoke ku kyebayita ekyo kyemuyita copyright management system. Ebyo ebintu omuntu yabayo nabibagamba omuyimbi oyo ayogera ebintu byatategeera. Ayogera ebintu byatategeera.
Are you saying nti buli wajja
kubanga ekintu kyebayita copyright management system tikiriyo mu nsi. We are amending the copyright law. And amending the copyright law bwe tukimala ojja amendinga. Tugamba twali eggulu, we discuss those issues in Gulu. Ne tugamba tunoonye system esobola okutrackinga music. It doesn't track copyright. The technology only tracks your music to see where did your song play, how many times it played, and can you get paid this much. So those two things are totally different. Era nze mgenda nemberawo ku TV nemdaba abantu but anyway, now again, that technology requires a lot of things. It requires hardware, because I came up with that factor tree. If you go on the internet and remember when Nabagambanga over 10-15 years ago, I created what I call a factor tree. Factor tree ye yamba government okusolving in connections. Kuba mandates is a phase, music is entertainment. It is 9 domains. Remember, I'm a member in the UNCC. Entertainment industry have 9 domains. Domains ezo mwenda zigwa in different ministries. Okay? Naye amateeka okukyusa etteeka lya copyright lino wabbali. Kitegeeza oyina okugenda mu mandate eri mu ministry ya gender, omala ogende mu ICT, omala ogende mu URA because bebakwasaganya emisolo, omala ogende mu education, omala ogende mu gundi kyendala. So okusobola okukwasaganya all those entities ne ziba nga totataganyiza government bwekola, because bw'oba okyusa etteeka limu mu music li affecting and collecting ye sente mu URA. Kati wa URA ye dijja kugamba kinonze temunsumbuwa nze collectinga ki musolo soko ondage bwe mbanga omusolo guno bwe munchumbua guno nesikufuna ngenda kufunirawa soba olina okuddayo n'olaga wa URA wagenda okufunira nojja ku kyempisa culture okay nojja mu ministry ne bateekawo amateeka kati iyo ogundi yaleeta computer misuse act okay enyimba ezivuma ebyo byonna bijjaamu so okwamendinga copyright nga yo it is its own side then okola system eri technology oyo nakyo kirala so technology oyo government mzee gwe project yagikwasa omukyala ku Okelo House bamwita Shiba era most of the time ali mukola ne Joel. I personally nali ninda akalulu kagwe ndyoke nkwate nende mu office yabwe babakkiriza tekewo kamera bawe factory yange nga bwe nali ngiyiza because government okuteeka ekintu mu nkola just gwe kyeweetaaga kugiraga waweefunira is abantu baayo bafunye banaafunirawa then n'emisolo gyenaafuna so nze mu kusolvinga ekyange natunulira nnyo okulaba nti ne malanda ga government nti mufiirwa over 200 billion every year they will jump in.
So Bebe, you've talked about the technology being too much, but the whole time we've been talking about the list, you've not talked about musicians learning how to use the digital platform.
And that is what I call laziness. Because I gave an example, the government, during our times, we didn't have those social media platforms. Analog. Nobanga okutwala oluyimba eggulu olutwalayo olinya tax n'otwala physically analog audio. But today there's platforms where you can use to distribute music, but artists are very lazy. Actually, that's why you find managers very, very tough on artists, because you find an artist cannot even go down on their phone and write down radios in search radios in Kenya, get into their DMs and send their music. They can't. No sanga omuntu abeera awo. Joshua Baraka Josie last year he organized a gig. I'm going to organize a gig. Nemugamba okay, cool. But I'm going to put it in this place. Ya take Bugolo. Nandaga app. Ya chingamba kusawa nyaku macha. Try to shooting a video. Nangamba there's this app I'm going to put in, but by 6 tickets zijabaziweddewo bebekula amasengenge gatuuse. Let's just cross over tubaleke bagende maaso bennaffe tugende maaso wano ku mutimbagano katuleke aba amasengenge batambuze
tubakwasa akati
tubakwasa akati. Yes, you can continue. Yes. So aina app ku simu, people just bateka your word. Today I'll be hosting a concert at this place. Guys just book and say book. But most of the time mulabye some gigs abana bana batoze bakola nogamba yi eno nga sagirabyeko we bagiranga naye ngejjudde okitegedde. So young artists are not being creative enough or hardworking enough okuba nti ate ebyo ebintu ebiri naye tebabikola ki, they're not using them. So you find that is what some of the main reasons why they are sliding backwards. Ekisembayo ekya ssente kabakali ebasoma mu bajeti omuyimbi zimutuukako ziti esente tensobola okugamba nti esente ezo si z'abayimbi bokka. Esente ezo zirina okuba nga zigwa mu 9 domains. Domain ey'abayimbi, domain ey'abannamizannyo, domain ey'abakubi b'ebifaananyi oba okitegeera. Kakati bwe ziba nga z'abayimbi bokka, it depends on zasabibwa zitya. Zasabibwa nga zakuwa abayimbi mu sakozi abayimbi zibatukeko kinoomu, oba zasabibwa kola projects z'abayimbi. So at the moment Ministry of Gender yafuna sente ezo neziteeka nawulidde ba architects bakayana ba promoters kuba nabo balina okufunako ku sente ezo. Ministry is take up yesterday I hear oba